I think we have moved away significantly from that togetherness to more separation. I think uh, South Caicos, for example, the fishing industry kept people together. The man go out fishing, the woman worked at the fishing plant. Everybody, you'd see everybody in all almost in one area, especially one location, especially with Mr. Mike Plant in South Caicos, where my mother worked there and my father worked there after the salt industry closed. When the development started in Provo, and well, what has also happened too is that some man went to the Bahamas to make honor in our Freeport to work and left the wife and the children back home. The other thing is that too, looking at it from a local perspective, a number of the men start coming to, say, from North Caicos and South Caicos, start coming to Provo to look for work. So, and they began to get more exposure because you had Club Med coming in, then you had the various hotels coming in, then you had various persons from different countries coming in with different ideas, with different forms of behavior. And I think particularly with the North American culture now, where most of our tourists come from, we started to adopt more of the North American culture. And that has downplayed our culture significantly. I think we began to develop this mindset, not only that what comes from the outside is far better than what we have. If you know, I mean, Lovey has been struggling to get a music going called Combiner. Nobody paid much attention to it. We wanted to get what the reggae, we wanted to get the calypso, we wanted to get the R&Bs and so forth. So as we developed, and as more persons came in um, to to to, um, um, to take part in this development, I think I've seen a significant change, decline in our culture. Uh, even we're not even talking like how we used to talk before. We had our own little distinct way of talking. I could distinguish in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, someone who came from Saul Key, someone who came from Grand Turk, and someone who came from South Caicos. I didn't have much connection until the 90s, really, with Providenciales, you know, because we felt that Grand Turk was the big city. So if you wanted to go somewhere, you wouldn't come to Provo, you go to Grand Turk. This is before Club Med, and this is before the Third Turtle and so forth came to Provo, right? But yeah, I think we have, even our local radio station is not doing much, and I'm happy that you guys are doing this kind of project to sensitize people as to what it was like back then. We don't fly a kite no more. We don't play marbles no more. The kids are with the video games. What happens is that the kid's playing the video games by himself or by someone who's is more virtual. Back then, 4 and 5 of us would play marbles. We would communicate. We develop communication skills. We develop that spirit of togetherness. You're not doing it because you're not seeing the other person. You could detect facial expressions. You could detect bodily expression when we played together, when we played kites together. But the key thing was that we were communicating on a regular basis. We hardly do that. Everything is becoming, we're more separate and we're more individualized. Everything, individuals, it has become more individual now.